Yo, 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 checking in, man. What's up? Let's go ahead and get this show on the road. Yo, yo, yo. Know the drill. Let me make the thumbnail. Hit the like button if you coming in. It's gonna be a reaction. I think I'm the only one live right now, man. It's pretty late. Yeah, we not worried about who's live right now. The show's gonna continue, man. We're gonna get this show on the road here soon. Get this thumbnail up. Let's get this thumbnail. Now we good. Hey man, late night. We at the show, at the show, at the show. Let me go and invite some people in here. We can make it fat.
Myself again. I learned a lot about me. When you learn yourself, you get to understand who you really are, what your weaknesses and what your strengths are. I also was able to get clear about what I desired when it came to my love life. Follow for more.
This is the problem men have, right? She's like, oh, feels good to find myself again. Men are not dating, and men darn sure don't want to marry. Why? Because she shouldn't be saying this. These ladies should be in the body bag till death do us part. That's how you should be starting.
They don't ever do death part. It's always a scam with them. Like, you cannot trust them at all. When it comes to like saying that they're gonna marry and keep marriage up, it's like almost non-existent. Like that's almost like 100% gonna be a lie.
Starting over in a new lifetime. I thought I'd see you next lifetime. They should all be singing Eric Badu. Be seeing any parts of you. Check out what this guy said to what she said.
And y'all let me know how the audio is. Let me know how the audio's kicking, man. Cause we about to cook. We about to get into it, man. Y'all should donate for a new headset. Cause I'm trying to get a new headset. Anything helps. Let's go ahead and continue the video though.
Dang. Watch this. You just explained why you should stay single. He hit on so many levels, right? This is what she said. LOL. I get it. The biggest struggle for some people is that they don't want to face the relationship with themselves, being open to facing a mirror. Some would rather avoid the mirror, which is the relationship itself, but this helps us to grow, although it can be challenging. And the majority of men saying you should, and they're holding you to that. Why are they doing that? Because they are.
I ain't gonna lie, like being in a relationship and not being in a relationship, it's much better to be in a relationship. It really gets lonely out here. Like, this is why I'm up at like morning doing YouTube videos because I would say I'm pretty lonely. Like, I do everything by myself. I don't really worry about the world. So yeah, but it gives me a lot of free time. It gives me a lot of access to doing what I want when I want. And that's a real good benefit of being single. And I think that's why a lot of people are single. But women, whenever they're like over 40 and they're single, they tend to complain a lot more because of the attention versus a man when he's older, he has more money, he has more access to money, so he's more than likely gonna get more attention even from older women. You know, like I could only imagine when you're older and you have like things you like, you want women, at least you have older women that want you. You get what I'm saying? Like that's a plus. That's a good thing because you can still get a younger chick, but you'll also be able to have access to older chicks in their 40s that's complaining, saying they ain't getting attention and blah 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 blah. So also too, that gives me a thought that some of these women complaining at 40, I feel like they might be complaining for no reason because older guys still go after them. You see what I'm saying? So they're never really losing.
Dating younger girls. Look, modern women, especially older modern women, they need to be broken down. Why? Because your time has come.
We have to be doing something wrong. Something is not right. Because I have men in my inbox, on my messages, on everywhere, telling me that they do not want to be in a relationship because they choose peace. They chose being alone and being peaceful than being in a relationship with a woman because all we do is cause drama and all these things, all the reasons. Or a lot of them had been burned before. So like we know that whole story. Like been there too. So
Well, let's start off with the facts that women are waiting until they hit their late 40s to want to be in a relationship. Let's start there. Because if if they were more willing to be in relationships a long time ago, we wouldn't have these issues, man. So they're creating their own issues by themselves. They're waiting all this long time to make moves on guys, and it's a problem. That's the problem right there.
that works on both sides. But like, what exactly? I feel like in a relationship, a woman should be the one to bring peace and bring comfort, and like at the end of the day, be that person that a man can come home to and like feel comfortable in himself and know that like he's loved at home. So that we're doing or not doing that they're saying
You're another candidate. A candidate of what? Divorce. I can tell she has it written all over her face. You don't have to say a word. That's her. It's written all over her face. I was divorced. He didn't appreciate me. I want to appreciate this guy. The statistics don't make sense for a man. You divorce once, you're most willing to divorce twice. Why would a man want to take on that burden?
these things. I don't know. It blows my mind that these men would rather like be alone. And I don't know, maybe it's that they're dating younger, and no if any of the females on here that are
And that's like today, man. I seen this older chick, guys, and she was so bad. Like, she looked really good. But I couldn't just help the fact that if I was to get with her, she's gonna try to pull, oh, you're too young for me. You're too young for me card. I'm tired of that stupid you're too young card. Well, if I'm too young for you, why don't you get with these old guys that you don't want neither? So, like, guys, these women literally can't make up their mind. They say they want younger guys, they get a younger guy, and then they play games. They say they want guys, they get an older guy, and then they play games and cheat on him because he's too old. So you cannot win with these women, man. It's better off to just do you, be by yourself, and not worry about it.
the younger age bracket. I just know personally when I was younger, like in my 20s, even into my early 30s, like before I had kids and stuff, there was always a little bit of drama that happened in relationships and things like that. But now being 42, like I want peace too. I don't want to come home to arguments and nagging and like all of that stuff either. I want peace too. So what's happening? Somebody fill me in because lost. I am like seriously lost.
No, you shouldn't be lost because you were that sparked off the divorce. Men, well, actually, you are.
That's another thing. These women be complaining about the man, but they were the one that initiated the divorce. Like, make that make any sense, bro?
Lost for that reason. Why? Because most of these ladies should be in body bags. Why do I say that? Till death do us part. That should be.
Yep, and they lied. They went against the grain. They said that they were gonna hold it down until death, but then they left. So you see the backstab, you see the betrayal. It's crazy.
what you live by.
Shut
But
up.
these ladies
I'm
don't
using the
stand
restroom
for
real quick.
nothing nowadays. So men look at it like, why bother? That's why the guy told you, I would rather have my peace. You have to understand what men are going through. He would rather have his peace is the best saying all around these parks. Think about it. Why would he want to deal with you? Forget the fact that you have a bunch of kids, right? Forget that fact. Because you already know you're a single mom. But why would he want to deal with a divorcee who, as soon as something looks like trouble to her, she's going to divorce again? Why stay in a marriage? That's why they divorce. Why stay in a marriage that doesn't serve me? I bet you she feels like that. And how men feel, why deal with the headache, right? You have to understand why men are choosing to move the way we're moving.
Yep. More women have to understand the fact that guys is waking up. More guys is waking up to the fact that they don't really need to be with two-time baby mamas. They don't really need to be with single mothers. They don't need to be with disrespectful women. They can go out and live their life and be with whoever they want. And all that's going to hurt is society. It's gonna hurt society because they're the one that misused and mishandled men. So when men go out and do whatever the heck they want to do, now it's too late. Now everybody's crying. Like look at the airport with those TSA agents not getting paid. That's men. That's men standing up. If they had more men, they would not have this issue where guys don't want to work. Crazy.
This has to be done. I know it's hard to deal with. You're older. You feel like I got more time. You thought it was going to be peaceful, but it's not. It's the other way.
He is tired of seeing women 40 plus getting on these apps being so picky. That's what this man said. He said he is getting tired of these women on here 40 years, 40 and up being so picky because he said they don't look the same way they looked years ago or all this stuff right here. And this is what I want to say. But yeah, 40 and up, yeah, those women have a right to be picky because most women that I know are 40 and up that are single, and a lot of them have been married already and divorced. Kids are grown or whatever. 40-year-old women plus, most of them got together, degrees, they own their own homes, great jobs, great careers. They're complete and they don't need nobody. As y'all men always say, to be their peace. Yes, they.
You see how these women talk? They talk so prideful, like it's just crazy. Like when you really think about how prideful a lot of these women are. But a man can't be prideful. Yeah. And she's talking about how women complain about saying that they got degrees, they don't need no man. Now they need to lower their standards and they don't look the same. That's the truth. Now they're all wrinkled up, don't have much options, and now they're complaining. really backwards with them. Let's continue.
Should be picky because they don't want the wrong man to cut their life and disturb their damn peace. Some of y'all men, you ain't got no job in your 40s. You ain't got your stuff together in your 40s. You ain't got nowhere to stay.
That's your environment you're in. You must be in the hood. Ain't got no job. The guys I know from around the corner ain't got no job. Ain't doing nothing with themselves. They 40 on the corner, still drinking. Where are you at? Like seriously, tell me where you live without telling me where you live.
That joke is hilarious. Corner still drinking 40s is hilarious.
That's what you're doing right now. You showed a picture of this guy who lives somewhere in Alabama on a farm, on his mom's farm. What are you doing? Get it right. Look, only in America. I bet you he's talking about the issues that you ladies come with, but let's continue.
Robbing Peter to pay Paul. You ain't got no decent car. You are on child support. Got kids everywhere. Some of you don't even want to work, so you don't have to pay child support. So yes, women in their 40 and over can be extremely picky because the women I know and a lot of them I deal with on this app, it shows me the whole of the women, they are definitely on top of their business. These are boss chicks that I be seeing in here. So why would they settle for anything? Why not be picky? Because
they always try to say that they're boss bees and they're classy chicks. But then you go talking to these chicks that's 40 plus years old and they still don't have it figured out. You would think the way that they talk, they would have all this stuff figured out, but they don't have anything figured out, really. They're just making themselves sound good, but at the end of the day, it's all make-believe. They're not really doing as well as they're trying to make it seem. They're still complaining, they're still aging out, they're still wrinkled up, and they definitely don't have a bag or they would be retired. So make that make any sense.
they old, as you men say, you old. Well, older women have standards and they are very high because they have set the standard high because of the achievements they have made. Y'all say money don't mean nothing. Yes, it do. Go tell the power company when it's time to pay the power bill that you ain't got it. Money man. Go tell the mortgage company when it's time to pay your mortgage. It don't matter. And see what happens. Go tell when you go to a restaurant and eat, fine dining, and when the bill comes to the table, tell them you ain't got it. It don't matter. Let's see what happens. Stop saying that money does not matter when you are looking for a significant other, because yes, it does. When your standards are a certain level, money does matter. And I'm tired of people lying because love, let's be honest now, love don't pay no bills.
See, this is the issue, but she's not one of the ladies. You know how she feels? I can do bad all by myself. So she stays all by herself. And you know, they think can get some because they can meet a young hot stepper when they're horny, because you know they're horny. They 40 and horny and ready to party because they back her, right? So she use them young guys all the time because they want it too. Oh, older woman, they want to get right to business. Give it to me, girl. She's like, yeah, come take it. Come take this thing. And they think that's independence. Well, it is.
Who are in their 40s as if somehow they're supposed to be like discarded by society is absolutely laughable. And I don't say all men.
What I find interesting about this, the same way a lot of y'all ladies in your 40s feel about men your age not prioritizing you when it comes to dating, is exactly how it was for those men when they were in their early to mid 20s. Mm-hmm. When they were trying to date girls their age to them because they were too young, they were too immature. They didn't.
Exactly the point that I just said, guys. When I met this older chick today, I didn't even really get to speak with her because I already knew that her response is going to be, hey, you're too young for me. They love to play this dumb game, but then they like to complain that they're lonely and they're heartbroken at 40 and men ain't give them a chance. But why don't they just Why don't they just date younger guys? Why don't they date the guys that want them? Why don't they date the older guys that want them? I see older guys that chase these women that are in their 40s and chase these women in their 30s, and they don't date them. They just complain. It's so backwards, guys, and this is why we do these videos, because the information needs to get out in a different, in a tone of voice, in a different voice, man. And I'm gonna be another voice. I'm doing these videos late at night, and I love it. This is just therapeutic to me, and this is fun.
Didn't have enough experience, and they definitely didn't have enough money to date y'all. So what happened was, when girls were in their early to mid 20s, y'all were dating men in their 30s and their 40s. So those same men that y'all overlooked, they are now in their 40s and they worked on themselves. They're more mature, they have more experience, and they have more money. So they have more. So now these men have options and they're deciding not to date you. Just like how when y'all were in y'all early 20s and you had options, you decided not to date men in your age range.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying whether it's right or it's wrong. I'm just showing y'all that coming full circle.
It is.
Yeah, everything is coming full circle. Life is very vengeful, because the same women that dub you, those are going to be the same women that's chasing your tail when you get older and you start finally getting your money up, start finally getting investments, start finally doing right in life. Now those same women, they're going to be down bad, and you're not going to be chasing them the way how it was the opposite before, where you were down bad and you were chasing them and they weren't chasing you. Now it's the opposite. It's crazy.
The roosters are crowing. The chickens.
I decided to do a dating in Pittsburgh event. I'm a grandma here. I literally met someone that is only 2 years older than my friend's child. I got it over. I'm sick of dating.
She's at a dating event, going through the turmoil. She met a guy, one of the two guys there. He's an old Chester, right? Or maybe young, because he said he's young. But dating event because no storm. And she wants Chad's. And Chad is not coming around. Chad to beat it down.
She wants Chad. She wants Chad to come beat her little stank box up. But it's too late. They trying to come. She wants Chad to beat her little stank nana. And Chad don't want it no more, man. This is comedy, man. Let's see.
Chad to beat it down. But to the dating event, he's not coming around. You know, these ladies want the Chads at the dating events desperate. Like, no, I really want to be. They want him to be that loser. Yeah. You know, look like it says Amanda, I really look forward to meeting you. You remind me of my mom. You remind me of my mom. You know, like fat in the arms.
Yeah, and she got lunch lady arms, bro. She's literally overweight. And she thinks that she can land a Chad. She thinks that she can land a Tyrone, man. It's too late. It's too late. Guys don't want that. They want young, fit, and feminine women, bro. That's literally the standard that guys are going off of, because these older guys have put it in the younger generation head that this is what they should for. So they know that.
I almost called you mama by mistake.
Apps, they're annoying. So I decided to try something new. It's amazing people watching, but we're after, but I'm way too old for this.
Clearly it was a bust. I was talking to this one girl that was at the table next to us, and I was like, clearly I'm the oldest person here. She's like, oh no, I met someone who was 30. And I was like, well, I'm 40. And she was like, oh, and tried to be super polite, but like, it was not the scene for me, but it was great people watching. I got to hang out with friends and my sister, and I got my McDonald's on the way home. So
That's the
all in all,
problem.
success.
I saw this lady's TikTok. She's actually very fit, right? Oh, I don't. She's probably lying. Like you know when they show themselves running marathons, she probably goes to the marathon, to the 5K, starts walking, right? So she's there with her walking, and yeah, just lying. It's the truth, but it's still, when something's the truth, but it's still a lie because you're at the 5K, but you're not running. She could be though, but when you're eating McDonald's, when you're drinking your calories, keep this around. Water. Before I was chubby, you guys remember when I was chubby before? I was drinking my calories. And that's what you're doing. So you probably are physically fit, but you're drinking the fat.
The breakdown nobody sees. It's not loud, dramatic. It's sitting at your laptop, staring, wondering, how did I get here?
Leftover women.
Did everything right. You went out.
You got there by eating yourself into a tunnel and not respecting a man's time. Because I guarantee you, even no matter how not good looking the chick is, they still get attention. They can still get a man. There's a guy on their level that they just disregarded like no man's business. Like he was invisible. I promise you, man. Promise you, chat.
And worked, you live every day. For everyone else, you're carrying way more than people know. And now you're sitting here staring at a computer screen, wondering why you feel that quiet ache. That's not weakness, boo.
Man, I'm about crying. For someone's gonna come on. I need love. That's the sound of right. I need love. That was my jam back in the day. I used to play it on the piano all the time. That's what it sounded like. Still fine. I need love. So she has to say next. I need love. Let's continue.
In your 40s so hard. I was literally in a relationship where the last been
See, I ain't gonna lie. 40-year-old chicks that look like this, they could get smacked up. They getting bent over. I'm bending them over.
divorced now for 2.5 years. It is so different than what I remember. Fine, there used to be dating apps before, but now it's just.
But they still can't get that ring though because they done wasted their time. So like, how are you 40 and single? Clearly you either your husband or you just didn't want a husband.
It's like you're matching with somebody, they might say hello, and it's like ghost town. Why did you even match with me? Understand communication. Yes, fine. You have so many choices on these apps. You're distracted. But my goodness, even no time. If you're also in your 40s, you should not be playing these games. They make no sense. If you're experiencing the same thing, you've been out of the game for such a long time, like myself, please tell me in the comments, is it difficult for you too? Is dating difficult for you? Everybody's like, oh, get off the apps, go meet people. Where am I meeting them? Where? I work full time. Most of the time I'm at home. And if I am in my corporate,
I hate when ladies bring up their job. Like, that is the most annoying thing. Like, stop talking about your 9 to 5, woman. Nobody cares about your dumb 9 to 5. You're working there for 20 years, you've been breaking your back. We don't care. Guys don't care. We don't want to hear about that. We don't even want you to mention it. Stop talking about your job. There's got to be more things to talk about other than your job. Maybe just because I'm young and I feel like that, but guys, I bet older guys, they're just as sick and tired of hearing it.
Office, there's a whole bunch of old men that are already married and they ain't trying to look this way. They see with this curly hair, sometimes the red lipstick, they're not even trying to come this way. It's intimidation. So where
You see, the first thing they say is intimidation. They're not intimidated. They just don't want you.
Meeting them. My daughter's school, the dads are usually not the ones that are picking up the kids. It's usually the moms. Why am I meeting these guys? The apps is the only way that I'm meeting these men. Yes, the caliber on these apps, depending on the app, are just total BS. All I'm asking is for some communication, consistent.
But the apps, you ever think about how these women are, they're saying that the men on these apps are bad? What about the women? These apps are horrible. They ran through, they have bad hygiene, they don't listen, they can't communicate, and they don't want long-term relationships. So what is the point for a man to be on the app? He's getting screwed over more because he's having to pay for all these dates and he's losing money dating these trash bags. It's crazy, man.
Consistency, be intentional. Why do I gotta chase you for a freaking date? Like, be grown, be intentional, know exactly what the heck you want, and stop wasting my time.
You know, the crazy thing is it's not just the older ladies. The younger ladies are going through the same thing. So you know what I say? Don't feel bad because all women nowadays are struggling. Yes, all you ladies can sit down, do your kumbayas together, and continue making your TikTok videos, bashing men. But this right here, this is old to men because bashing men. They're pleading. And you know what men are doing? Men are reading them and weep. You know what they're saying? Your time has come. You wasted all those years of your life and not wasting them. You probably were married. I gotta say that. But ladies think they took the higher road by getting a divorce. Now, your husband is dating a 20 or 30-year-old. Yes, believe that. Especially if he's retired. Guys that are retiring, no. They're coming over to Thailand. They're going to the Philippines. They're going to Africa. Guys are actually leaving. Why? The dollar is dropping in the U.S., but it's still high in other countries, right? It's about to go to $60 compared to the 60 pesos for $1. When I first came here, it was 48 pesos. You see that? 48 to 60. The dollar is going even higher. Even while the world is in this turmoil, the world is at war, it's still rising. It's going to drop soon, but I'll be prepared for it.
Dating so frustrating. Why? So talking to this guy on this dating app, right, for about 2 weeks, exchange phone numbers, everything's good. Asks me tonight, what are your plans this weekend?
See, it be women like this where, like, at first they seem like a good option, but then as soon as you talk to them and, like, they open their mouth, you realize, like, why they're single, and you realize why you shouldn't be with them. So it's like, you can just tell that, like, she's been with a lot of dudes. Like, why would you want this? And it doesn't even, it just, I don't know, it just gives me irks, man. It gives me the irks that, like, it's really not worth it to be with her because she's kind of ran through. Like, she's 40-year-old, still dating on dating apps. She's acting like she's a teen. It's, nah, man, it's not it.
Oh, my kids are actually with their dad.
And the nails and the tattoos, like, it just screams like she wants to be in her 20s again, and it's over.
This weekend. I work on Saturday, but just half the day. How about you? Oh, I have no plans. Nothing after that. Not would you like to meet up? Do you want to make plans? No, nothing. Why? Why even ask? Why are you even asking what my plans are? If you have no intention of asking. Thing that pisses me off is that I feel like people that do that just expect you to not have plans. Like they can ask you last minute. Like they'll ask me tomorrow night, hey, you want to hang out tonight? No, Mom, I'm busy. And now I'm busy, right? Am I really busy? No. But I'm going to tell you I'm busy because you really think that you can ask people the last minute to do something? Like maybe.
See what I'm talking about? They playing games, and that's what he's making that face and doing that for, because these are the type of women that we're talking about. And really and truthfully, the reason why men are so done with dating is because of the games, bro. It's the constant back and forth. It's the lying to men. Like, okay, he didn't ask you. Why can't you ask him? The phone works both ways. Like, it's a chick right now. She asked me to come to Miami with me. And I'm like, cool. You can come to Miami with me for your ticket. No problem. And I'll help you with your ticket. Like, just go half. Bro, she told me she's going to get off of work and call off and do all this. And she made it seem like she really wanted to go. Can you believe my text message is just sitting in her? She hasn't responded yet. Even though she told me how bad she wants to go out with me and hang out with me in Miami. And I'm willing to help her with her ticket. She'll have to pay for half of her ticket, but at least I'm willing to help her ticket. And she's definitely not the same type of chick that she used to be. She used to be way finer. And now she's getting older and time is going past, and like I'm learning more things about life, and I'm learning, it's just not even worth to deal with certain women. That's what I'm learning. And it's just like she doesn't have the same options that she used to, so why is she playing games? But that's what they do.
Make a plan, make it a priority, because if people don't feel like they're a priority, they don't want to spend their time with you. Right? Like when I'm dating somebody, you are my priority. I make you my priority. Right? I don't know. Dating nowadays is just, I don't think I'm ready for it at all. Nope.
I'm Sarah Sparkles. I'm a 43-year-old single lady. I live in Oklahoma. I work in mortgage lending. I'm a face.
She could get bent over, probably raw too.
Painter on the weekend, so manage social media for businesses. I'm here advocating for men and talking about dating in my 40s and to introduce myself again. Hi, tell me about you in the comments. I want to know you, okay?
Well, you saw the desperation at the end. It's that bad. She was, hi, I'm Sarah Sparkles. Come on, down in the comments, please. Nobody's talking to me. Respond.
That's funny. Yeah, a lot of older women, they're desperate nowadays. But yeah, I think for younger guys that's struggling to date younger women, I think they should try dating older women, because like my experience dating older women is very smooth, very easy. Other than the fact that like they're just stuck in their ways. Like if she didn't have a marriage mindset before, she's not gonna have a marriage mindset now, so you can't change them. But they're at least more respectful of men, because they know they've learned more about life and whatnot from what I've seen, and like they're just way more respectful and more nicer to men than younger women.
I need somebody to be attached to. I want to fiend again. I divorced my husband. Oh, I'm telling y'all. That's the situation for most of these ladies, because they come from that time that men no longer want to get into. They tricked men, divorced them, got the money. Now they're trying to get the next sucker. And men are saying, no mas.
I think I found my new Boonopolis. What's your name?
Jazar, 40, Scorpio, single. Yes, I have kids. No, I don't want no more blues. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Home Alone, video games, dancing, entrepreneurship. Yes, I've been hurt. Yes, I've been healed. As long as I got King Jesus, I don't need about anything else. Should I be ready at 8 p.m. tomorrow? Because if not, I can just, I can just
yeah. But
that's really what dating feels like in today's time, because a lot of these women, they be trying to do speed dating. They be trying to be all fast with it, but like guys are trying to slow it down and kind of get to know the chick and kind of see what their true intentions is. But you know what they're never fast about? They're never fast with giving out the nana. You ever notice that? They're fast to tell you this and that. They want this, they want that, but they're not fast to be like date you, like be with you and show you attention and intimacy. They're not fast to do that, but they're fast to, oh, I have 6 kids and I have this going on, my 9 to 5 job and blah 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 blah. Like who cares, bro? Like we want love, we want affection, we want intimacy, and they're not fast to do that though.
Exactly. Thank you.
That's what man is saying. Get out of here. I'm gone. Like, why would a man want to deal with somebody like that? Why are you?
Hey, and if you're like by content, support me, man. I'm a small channel. You can support me through a Cash App. You can support me through a like. You can support me through subscribing to my channel. So please, 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 subscribing is free. Likes are free. Everything like that. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel and show me love that way, because I am putting in work, and I would like for more people to come and join, and also too, y'all can invite people so we can do a watch party. I love doing watch parties. I love having a small community and us just being here watching and react together, and y'all could talk with me and y'all can interact with me. Like right now, we have 2 people watching. If y'all wanted to talk to me and say something, I could make y'all moderators. I can basically do whatever I want, and y'all could do whatever y'all want on my channel, and y'all can come to my channel, and this will be like a home to y'all.
Life. These girls are hot potato, hot in the pants, everything. Men don't want that. Men want something that's single and ready. Yes, I got to use that line because it makes sense. Ready to mingle.
Yep.
These ladies aren't ready to mingle. That's why the guy's like, because he's confused. What's wrong with this lady?
So not only did I get canceled on Valentine's Day, a man that I was talking to back in October, he announced yesterday to be a daddy due in June. So if you do the math backwards, that tracks. And at least for, I think maybe we're on 5 now, of men that I dated or went out with from, I'd say, late summer through the winter, they all hard launched their girlfriends yesterday on Instagram. And one man that I've casually haven't seen in months, he sent me, hey, happy Valentine's Day. Not a single other man.
Happy Valentine's Day. That day is dead.
Sent that text, so.
Desperate.
We're back at the drawing board. If I have been talking to you at all in the last month and you didn't even send me a fake.
It must feel bad to be a woman that's over 40 that wasted their time, and now you're begging for Valentine's Day messages and Valentine's Day cards and all this other crap, and having to go back to the drawing board. This foolishness, bro. Like, these women really know how to piss men off. They really do. They do a great job at that.
Faux holiday, happy Valentine's Day. We're done.
She was all alone on Valentine's Day, and she's pissed. They're breaking down. They're seriously breaking down. I'm surprised. It's about, I mean, some of you broke down in the past, but so many of you are breaking down now.
Because men want younger women. If a man is 40, there is no way he is looking for a 40-year-old.
Right.
There's no way.
But at 40, do women even want to go with a 40-year-old man? The 40-year-old women want to go with a 50, do they not?
I'd say most of my friends who've got divorced and who've kind of had relationships, it's either they've tried very hard to have a relationship and they're all very, very attractive. They're just older.
Right.
They're just in their 40s, whatever. They're just not in their 30s. They've tried to have relationships with men of their age. Kind of hard. Yeah. Can they have sex with their own? Yeah, absolutely no problem.
Can somebody explain to me why dating in your 40s sucks so much because I've been divorced for a number of years now, and I have 5 kids, and life is
Typical. I think I'm gonna end it on that note, man. These people have lost their mind. Divorce and 5 kids, man. I don't think I need to say anything more. Guys, like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna go ahead to my bed, man. This has been a great live stream. This has been a chill live stream. I think I'm gonna do more late night live streams, man, because these in there chill. I don't gotta do too much. I'm just here laying in bed, just talking to y'all, man. And I love it. So, guys, these women have literally lost their mind and nobody's dating them. Who's gonna date a divorcee with 5 over? So guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave them plus 40 chicks alone. I mean, you can smash, you can date, but don't marry, don't have kids with them. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Y'all have a good night, man. Love.